Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome in if you're new, y'all, as promised. I'm back just to give you some friendly reminders about the energies of the solar eclipse, Libra new moon that we just went through, y'all, but it's not over yet, okay? It's not going to be over for a minute. All right, so I brought the grace cards along with me. I did pre-shuffle the grace cards, okay? So we'll pull one card after I give you a couple of notes, and this isn't going to take very long. I just wanted to come on real quick and just remind you, okay, big changes across the board. Some of them are going to be dramatic experiences in our world, shake-ups. You know, Pluto's out there supporting the ecliptic energy to, shake some foundations, shake up some stuff that might be stubbornly stuck in our world. Okay, so try not to overreact to anything that might be going on around you, and also realize that some of these shake-ups are not only or happening out there around you in your 3D reality, they're happening inside. Okay, so not everything is going to be this huge production. A lot of it is going to be an internal restructuring and reordering that's going to pretty much slowly unfold for the next several whatevers, weeks, months, maybe even years. It depends on who you are and what your vibe is like, what your chart is. I mean, I really do believe in the typed assignments from astrology. It's based on science, it's based on observation, it's based on math. But that being said, just generally as a human being, we cannot help but be affected by all of what's happening right now. Okay, so just kind of take things in stride right now. Know that if you want changes to come up in your world, will they come? And okay, and it will always be easier when we're willing. Okay, because a lot of the times we want stuff, we ask for stuff, but we don't think it thoroughly through. And then a lot of the elements that come along with those adjustments, we didn't really think about that. And it may be uncomfortable, but all of it is designed to realign us with our higher path, with we as a whole, humanity has been, some entity, some energy, however you throw that into your belief system, has definitely made a concerted effort to keep us confused, to keep us like running around in circles, to keep us on these polarities. And another big directive of some energy that we've been fielding for quite a while is to have the human lose self, meld into the big deal, forget about autonomy. Even some spiritual systems, they propone that you just forget about self, forget about, look, on this channel here, what I'm doing right here is I'm reminding you that self is everything. You are everything. The God within you wants to shine and show itself in your world so that you can shine that into the 3D collective world. Okay, so that having been said, yes, of course we've been misled, yes, we've been led astray, blah 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 blah, but right now it's a tightening up, friends. It's a tightening up of creative energies that want to show themselves, that have been scattered for a long time. Okay, so hopefully that kind of gave you a roundabout, overview on the directive of the nature of the big shifts happening planetarily and how they're going to affect you. Now, I wrote a couple of notes down. Look, they're neater this time. I know, I'm getting better. Okay, so we went through a Libra new moon solar eclipse, right? And we're still in it. Okay, and the energies are saturated right now. They're gonna hang around for a while, and like I said, depending on who you are and what your energetic systems are right now, depends on how intensely you'll feel them and how long you're gonna really be able to palpatably I'm not sure if that's a word, but I like it. If I can say it, I'll put it in the Lair Book of Words. Okay, anyway. All right, so the eclipse energy is sort of like a solar wild card. I heard somebody say that, and I thought that was just perfect, because anything can go any way, and it really does depend on what we've been talking about here on this channel for quite a while, is directing these activities, directing these energies with our own vibration, with our own frequency, harnessing our own energy and getting it into the place where we feel comfortable and maintaining that. And that's a huge, deal in itself. That's huge, especially with stuff like this happening. Okay, so realize that the ecliptic energy is that wild card. Okay, and you can put your 2 cents worth in, your energetic 2 cents worth in, to kind of mold that energy into what you'd like to see in your world, okay? But it's all reflected back to us by how we allow ourselves to feel, okay? And not just instantaneous feeling, not fleeting emotions, not short reactions, but the way we generally feel about ourselves and about our lives will be reflected, and this energy is going to exacerbate that, okay? And it may happen faster than you think. You may start to notice changes in your outer world with other people, other systems, fairly quickly, but some of these internal shifts that we're going through, it's gonna take a little while for them to reorganize within your psyche and within your energetic systems. Okay, so, oh boy, okay, yeah, and that's what I was talking about, the accelerated changes. There are some changes that are going to be accelerated, but don't expect everything to be a huge production, which is kind of a good thing. Okay, because, yeah, I want some changes in my world, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for them. Okay, but I will remind you, this is another big message, spirit message here, is that none of these changes will be brought into your reality until you're absolutely ready. So if they show up, guess what? You're ready. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. And I know, I know what that means. I know what it sounds like too. I know what it feels like to hear those words. But yeah, it's about that time. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Pluto's going to shake up the stagnant. Okay, and we've been well intending to do some of this stuff ourselves, and if we haven't gotten to it, this energy is going to help us get to it. Okay. Yeah, the energies around us are rebalancing, and sometimes that takes a little bit of a shift. Now, any of these long-held aggravations, what do I have here? Imbalances, stagnations, and dissatisfactions is the word that I wrote down here. They're all getting realigned. So be patient with the process, okay? Be patient with yourself, but certainly be patient with your situation and the people in your life. Because they're all going through this too. Okay, all right. And then we're all fielding these energetic shifts differently, and we're all taking in light at different capacity. All right. So we need to be patient with each other. That's really important. And yeah, I mean, I've already covered that. Oh, that's the phrase that I was looking for a minute ago that I couldn't quite reach, is it's time to take that leap of faith. And that doesn't mean it's going to be this jump off a huge mountain. It might be just hopping over a little stream for you. It depends on your circumstance. But within you, your realm, your journey, and your story, it's time to tap into that personal power, believe in yourself, believe in the support that you're being given, and know that you're not alone in this, that we're all going through it. We're all coming with you, okay? We're in some capacity, in variated speeds, different types of motion, but we are all being set into motion right now, okay? So it's up to us to how we're going to use the energy. It's up to us at how we're going to perceive the changes. Okay, and that's huge for us. I mean, that's our choice. That's our choice, and that is such a huge gift. All right. So I'm hoping that you've been around here for a little while and seen some of my messages. And if you haven't, thank you for being here. And it would be great if you want to just go back. I've got playlists that have, you know, an almost sort of orderly assignment to different videos, and I am in the process of doing a couple of extra playlists for y'all, but please go back and feel free to look at any of the videos that most of my titles are right on target. They come from the videos themselves. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of, there's no certainly not intended clickbait in there. So if you see one that occurs to you, the content is going to reflect that. So you don't have it. You have no worries there. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I heard this too. Oh no, this one came up for me. All right. So like this eclipse is gonna be kind of like a cosmic chiropractor. It may hurt when we get the adjustment, but it's going to help us stand up straight and help us move easier, or help our lives proceed with better flow. Okay, it's a catalyst for harmonious momentum if we can perceive it like that. If we can understand, okay, this is what I've needed a little assistance here. This is huge cosmic assistance. So see it like that, and you'll be able to realize it in your 3D element. You'll be realizing it. Not I realize something, but realizing these dreams, realizing these new aligned goals, putting them into crystallization, putting them into form, going from the ether to the earth. That's what I'm talking about by saying realizing. Okay, so it's a really big time, and the song that I heard while I was writing those notes is and it's not exactly lyrically, but the what do they call it in songs? I forget what they call it in songs. The chorus in a song, ready or not, here I come. And that's way off key, but it's by the Fugees, y'all. I'm going to give this deck one more shift just because it feels right to me. And let's just see if the grace cards will help us a little bit with what we can concentrate on at this moment, sliding out the back side of the big pinnacle moment of the solar eclipse, Libra new moon, and just I'm asking these grace cards to give us some direction on how we can harness and utilize these energies to our best. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull our card. Y'all, thank you so much for joining, and you know, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's easy. It's just a click, and it doesn't cost you anything, and we'd love to have you here. We'd love to have you here. All right. Bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was thinking if we get this card, this would be amazing, and we got this at the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to share it. These are the two. Invoke and Chance. Y'all, I'm not playing with you. Bottom of the deck. Take the leap. Divine protection is always by your side. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, and so the Invoke card, this one reads, ask for a blessing. There's an endless supply of divine support awaiting your request. Now's the time. Now's the time to ask yourself for support. Ask yourself to start keeping those deals with yourself. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. You know what I'm talking about. And right now is the time to step into your power. And how do you step into your power? Learn to trust and love yourself. How do you trust yourself? How are you going to trust yourself if you make little deals with yourself and you go back on those? It's time to start honoring the little deals that we make with ourselves, because that inner you is in alignment. It's not the same as this outer shell activity, yang energy you. The yin you is a separate entity. Okay? And what you want to do is have a relationship with that one. And you don't want to be a liar to yourself. You don't want to set yourself up for failure. So make good deals based on good faith decisions, not grandiose stuff that's going to trip you up on the outset. Follow through to you. Follow through to you. Honor yourself. And that's when you start to trust in your own intuition, your own inklings, that higher self that, I was going to say nibbles at you, but whispers, prompts you gently. Do it that way. Are we really going to have 3 cookies right now? Because you said you were only going to have 1. Okay? It's time to start honoring ourselves. And when we do that, we just, by osmosis, we start to trust ourselves. When we start to trust ourselves, we are then what? In receptivity mode. For what? Our intuition. For that little voice. The strong one with the little voice. Okay? That's the one that's speaking the truth right now. That's the one that's going to keep you in alignment for your best evolution on this planet. So don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Ask God, ask Spirit, ask Source, ask that being inside of you, that knowing being, that calm being, that accomplished being inside of you, for help in doing these things, these bigger things that you want to do in your world, in achieving these other goals that you want to achieve in your world, in keeping your own word with yourself. Okay? All right. And chance. It's okay. You're here. I'm here. Okay. Can't make it up. Chance. Take the leap. Take the leap. Divine protection is always by our side. Okay? You've got this. You've got this. This is huge energy. This is a huge opportunity for all of us, okay? And I hope you'll take it. I hope you will step up to it's definitely a call from on high to step into your best life, okay? And it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, how old you are, how young you are. It doesn't even matter. We're all that spark of light inside, and that spark of light is ready to shine. Okay, thank you for being here, y'all. If you want to share the video, please do. I appreciate that every time you do that. I really do. Hit the thumbs up if you got anything out of this video. It really does help me in the algorithm, and I always appreciate that so much. I will be back for a grace card reading, and we'll definitely do the weekly reading after that. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon.